Hmm. So there's footprints. Look! Are those mine? No, because I wasn't in the house. Look at these footprints! Run! Look! Uh-oh. Is this a cinematic? Arm yourself. Alright, okay, get the phone. Get the phone. Yes, stumble, stumble. Get it.
Hello? Hello? I need an ambulance. Can you hear me? I need help.
Uh-oh. This is a mess!
This cold. The darkness around me.
Look at this mess.
I
Look.
was usually not afraid of the dark.
There's a window. There are two windows.
But there,
go out them right now.
on that day, I remembered I had a matchbox somewhere in my jacket. The urge
Set
to
the
light a
place on
match
fire.
was growing with every new chill running down my spine.
Six out of 12. Get some light used to be buddy. Oh no!
Oh hell no!
See, matches only last so long, cause that. Look, I've lit a match before, and that thing gets very close to your fingers, and he's stumbling. Not the dark hair. Oh no! I thought this was gonna be a suspense game and not a horror game. Some African mask with a face without a soul. Let me find more bags. Make do with what I have. So I think the kind of place I would have. Me too. Now this. Look at this ugly room. Who wants to be in here? And yeah, I'll be tripping. I don't want to be here. Encyclopedias, the edge was hardly readable. They know their literature. 2 men on spellbound memory from my expedition. Maybe it's just a painting. You're looking way too deep into it. Ah, this mountain landscape couldn't soothe me. Oh no. Go out the door. Without light, you couldn't. Somebody's shoes supposed to have been used very recently by a ghost. Whoever lived here had a special taste for alcohol. Felt like I couldn't do anything. Felt like I couldn't do. Okay. So let's observe this. What is that? Godzilla ain't supposed to be outside. I thought this was a thunderstorm, not a tsunami. Well, it's a Great Depression tsunami. I spoke too soon.
Goddamn door. Too heavy for me to breach it. Especially with my bad leg.
Is there a window somewhere? Look. Go to the window. Couldn't go through here. So I guess I have to use up one of my matches again. It's there. Oh. Okay. Couldn't open it. No use. A man was living there. Of course. So leave. Get the shoe, throw it in the window, leave, and run. Deal with the consequences later. What's right here? Shovel was covered with fresh soil. He just buried somebody. Okay. Martha. Was that her ghost? And was she just recently buried? And now her soul is is in distress. And it's like, hey, are you Vesper? No, I'm not Vesper. Okay. Oh, I see some matches over there. Thank yous. Oh. 12 out of 12, doing good. So that's definitely gonna be a big mechanic of the game, is the smoke and mirrors matches. However that was, it currently don't ring a bell. Armature looked comfy. I could get some rest and save my progress. Did I just say the armored chair? I would say the armchair, not the armor. Margaret's Diary, Excerpt 11. August 21st, 1911. Suffocating in its useless illuminations and frills, the mansion doesn't have the greatness befitting a fortune like the Vespers. It's the work of a degenerate romantic. It's like a stain in the century. I ordered the flower beds on the east side of the garden to be removed. They made moving around complicated, and in the summer their scent was unbearable. I didn't talk about it to Henry, and he was quite upset. For the first time, I think I saw something like rage in his eyes. For a few seconds, he did look like a man. For a few seconds, he did look like a man. And then he shut himself back in his melancholy and played the piano all afternoon. His jazz again, the stupid music which reeks of debauchery and misery. Two things. Jazz is great, so it's not stupid music. Second of all, for a few seconds he did look like a man. What did he look like before? Goodness. It was like the rage in his eyes. Like, he should still look like a window. Window. Go out it. See, I couldn't be in no scary movie. I'll be out. Saving my progress. Look, you can't even sit down right. My grandpa can sit down better than you. Are you there? As I woke up, I had recovered some strength. I could run using X button. See, running. They introduced some running. So that means I'm gonna have to do some running. From what and to what? From what and to what? Those are two questions. From what and to what? Remember that in every video game you play. The run button. From what and to what? Okay. Comes Darkness, October 29th, 1938. The time came when we stopped counting. We stopped counting how many companies closed in the past 9 years, how many unemployed and families ended up in the streets, forced to live in slums around our cities. We stopped counting all the commodities wasted because nobody could buy them, thrown to the sea or burnt. We stopped counting how many of our business partners fell with us. It was 9 years ago on October 29, 1929, born from the sick and the speculative world into the storm and darkness. We are still here, but we lost faith. And we stopped counting because these were just figures, because today they make us feel nauseous. Dawn seemed far at that time, and today some think they can see the sunrise. They seem to forget night and darkness are always out there somewhere. That's a nice sculpture, soothing war with Swan and this lunar goddess statue. Come up here. What's that? Is that an old photograph? Yeah, it's one of those old photograph thingies. Memories Vesper Pentecost 1905 1935. Okay, yeah, I saw this. I already saw this. Okay. And beef. Marcus Diary, Excerpt 12, August 28th, 1911. William is 7 today, so he made it through his childhood sickness, cough thing. I don't know. William is 7 today. He is with Henry, running after the servants in the garden, dressed up like monsters from space. Wait, this is the wrong child. I was thinking of the 4 years old. Okay, the garden dressed up like monsters. James always screams and matches all upside down, and their yells gave me an awful headache. I'm now closeted in the office, and unable to even pray. Henry's fantasies keep William away from his great destiny. I have to bring him back to me, as this will be my only chance to make a man out of him. Let's get down to business. To defeat William, to make him embrace the Venture Cross legacy, to show him the way. Henry is a dreamer and he has no ambition whatsoever. He can't teach him anything. Behind every great man there's a great woman. Nonsense. Women should be on the front line. There is where the opposite brought us. This is where the opposite brought us. I have no illusion about how little power the world is leaving in the hands of women. But William is young, he is the future. I will act through him, and may night finally fall upon this house. May William stop running after deceiving lights to find a place he deserves in this world. So Margaret is an upcoming feminist. Got it. A boy with a religious dress, house full of old traditions. We had a nun, seeing the woman with the church candles on and where God was. Not in this house. So you better run. And a box full of old science books. My favorite. Box full of old science books. Okay, thanks. Okay. Door. Library. Closed. I was locked on this side. See, he going way too far in his house. Why? What? There's a window right there. Go through the window. The crucifix will not comfort me. Music and stuff. Does he not hear this music though? Nothing special about that wardrobe. Best for the landlord for sure. Not a very smiling couple.
Hell no, to the no, no, no.
Who was it? Or what was it? In my world, women didn't glow like the moon. And they didn't walk through doors either. I had to be more badly wounded than I thought.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, don't. The door is open. See? This could not be me. Note to self, mother's shadows. Mother's shadows will never go away. I understand it now. Calling them ghosts would still be too noble. It is a filth that strives in the dark like flies on a manure. As long as I am alive, they will never go away. Never ever go away. Got a Bible? No. Okay, never mind. That had a cross on it. That was Bible. Margaret Stuyvesant, Excerpt 19. And this is good old Boston, the home of the bean and the cod, where the Lowells talk only to Cabots, and the Cabots talk only to God. A Boston Toast by John Collins Botsidy, Boston Brahmins Anthem. Okay, let's just ignore that. Boston Brahmins, June 6, 1938. In these troubled times, one would dream about the glorious past of our city, about the founding fathers who built and strengthened its walls. They would be the Boston Brahmins, the bigwigs, businessmen, lawyers, and soldiers, whose sense of morality helped draw the lines of the city and gave it a soul, and what a soul! Without them, Boston would be one of those many little towns of the East Coast. Thanks to them, in less than a century, it became the major economic, financial, and cultural center we all know. And while we can see those who will build the century to come, the newly graduated from Harvard symbol the city's pursuit of excellence, let us keep in mind the spirit of the pioneers whose clear speech, inherited from New England, still sings in the T.S. Eliot's poems and in the voice of Katharine Hepburn. 8 years ago, Malcolm Nicholas resigned from office. He was the last of Brahmins, the last Republican to hold the mayor's office, but it is still here, this noble blood which built roads, schools, churches, courthouses, and hospitals. And the economic crisis, no matter how dire it is, will never wash away their dignity. So we're in Boston. We got an educated Harvard boy or woman. Oh God, like that, man. Is that a high heel? A high heel shoe? Maybe it's only we're still around here. It's Margaret! Up in Harvard. It's a beautiful, beautiful campus. Beautiful, beautiful campus. Who can hang the picture of a headless woman on the wall? Headless woman? I've been in Boston. Well, of course, I've been in Boston. Never mind. In the eyes of the old man, you can see wisdom and sadness. I feel like one of these paintings gonna be like, in like Scooby-Doo, where the eyes move. Yeah, I feel like Margaret Vesper, knee, Santa Claus, a woman as noble as cold. That means born in French. Margaret and Henry Vesper, two strangers pretending to be married. Oh no. Whoa, no. X. Get the shoe, throw it out the window, go through the window, game over. You don't even see, you don't even have to go through all of this. Why are you going through all of this? There was a little hat pole, get the pole, check the hat off the pole, press to the window, you go through the window, walk away, now. Selena Knight's smoking, what did I say? Smoking mirrors jazz, okay. So it's the matches I have, the smoke and mirror matches, so. Yeah, I go to the library, close outside. So I guess this game wants me to go back in that room, which any person would not go through. This is why I do not play scary games. This isn't even scary. And I don't like it. I'm a scaredy cat. Yeah, you call me that. Oh no. Is this the same room that I was in? Don't go in that room, man. So that's the same painting. There was barely any humanity left in that man's stare. Okay. This portrait of a woman had been cut with an... There you go with the prince symbol. Is that a men for male, woman symbol? I don't know. Clear the load! Oh, I love the Boosie! Yay! I have that on my iPod, I know. Sheet music was taken away from that glass case. I could look around using left stick and I was still free to act. So this person loved Prince. The box lid was displaying an I don't know, esoteric. Yeah, I don't know that word. I'll look it up in a minute. The box was closed, there was a small opening for a key. To move around, press A B button to exit. Okay. I need to find some matches real quick. Just a book on the table. Better source of light, man! Just sit down in a chair. The globe was covered with scribblings. Okay. See that book over there. Note to self, anti-chairs, okay. I am so tired. Father ordered several leather club chairs from They're perfect. It is one of the few places where I can rest and think. Margaret wouldn't touch them, and I have no idea why. Because they are marked with a sun which made her blind. I do not know. I'm just happy they are here. Thank you, Father. So Margaret is definitely the dead woman that's been walking around. Oh, I looked at the table. Claire de Lune. Claire de Lune was also in Evil Within. If you play Evil Within, that's also... Summer 1912, my only family after father's death, their voices, their footsteps, their lives. I miss them all. It's creepy. I feel like one of these pictures, I feel like there's gonna be, look at that picture right there. To the right. Look at that. See that creepy picture? And get the house, the girls. Okay. Haven't gotten that far. We got another diary entry. Margaret's diary excerpt 18, April 2nd, 1914. Spring came, and the blooming flowers are the source of unbearable allergies. The shadows of Henry and his ancestors is haunting the mansion. Allergies, I feel ya. It's a pain, I feel ya. The place is mine now, and I am busy trying to give it a suitable appearance. William won't like it, but so be it. He has to learn that the power to change things has to be earned. I'm still his mother. Yes, you are. He doesn't seem to understand what it meant to be a Boston Brahmin. It was only when I grew older that I really understood what it meant. I I tried picking the best words, savoring their meaning today, teaching him the part his ancestor John Venter, who arrived in Boston in 1710, had played in the building of the city, the duty on the shoulders of New England Protestant elite. I ended with these words: "We are the past and the future of the city, William." He shrugged and went to play the piano. There's way too much of his father in this child. So, Protestant elite. New England Protestant elite. Of course. Religious religious hints in here. What just happened? What just happened? What was that? What was that? Why did it go out? Okay. Is that a phonogram? Gramophone. I mean, run!
I
Run!
decided
Run!
to
Run!
accept her presence. After all, from all those weird things I had, she was the only one who hadn't tried to kill me.
Why ain't you running? If you see a ghost in the house, you run. Okay, got another diary entry. From Selena to William, excerpt number 1. Dearest William, you want to know me? Last time I didn't tell you everything. I arrived in California in 1930. I am only 18. This is a marvelous place, and the weather's so nice. I spend hours on the beach, astonished to see how brown my Norwegian skin can become. In the evening, I hang near the jazz clubs. In the afternoon, I watch people play on the beach, humming the tunes I heard the night before. Sometimes I try. That's a good exercise. My English is quickly improving. That's good. Thanks to American songs I already knew in Oslo. Oslo. Okay, at that time I am barely aware of the social misery that is devouring your country. I am young. I want to be beautiful, to meet people my age and sing. In Los Angeles at the Spice Club. The Spice Club. What a club. I mean, they are talented and funny. We play all night. I forget about the hour and about my parents. They even call the police. At the end of the night, the musicians tells me that they are looking for a singer and that they want me. I can hardly believe it. Have you ever felt that you finally belong somewhere? It feels fantastic. Well, I am glad you're happy, but you can't go around haunting people. Was this the moon standing alone in the middle of everything?
This thing looked like it was reaching out from some fairy tale. The kind of stories in which kids get devoured by some witch in a dark forest. Was it real? To think about it, only a madman can think mad things.
I thought you said madam. Only a madam. A madam. Okay? Madman. He said madman. Stop trying to vet the doors are open. No, those are curtains. I was like, the door is opening. Solitary Sun's poetry, the last thing I had in mind. I love poetry. Why don't you love it? Is there some back here? Landscape frozen in time, quite like the faces on it. Quiet, like the faces. Not quite quiet. I've got 4 eyes, so it's hard to see things. I tried taking off my glasses yesterday to see what word around me looks like. Kitchen key, my dear friend, for the lack of sleep erodes your sanity as well as your memory. I hereby decide to put the kitchen key in this book for recipes Father loved so much. It is in the library and won't move from there, which will prevent you from having to make extra keys again. Please start by Try not to lose this note. Your devoted servant yourself, William. See, that's something I do. I'd be like, hey, don't forget to do this one thing. Note yourself. If I could dimensions, I could put up. Oh, just wasted a match, but that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Fireplace, fireplace could be an alley, but I need to find some. Need to find some wood. Log, good start. I want to start fire. Get another one. Get. I already had enough matches. Get another one. Get another one. Okay. I need more wood to get. I told you get another. Get another one. Okay. Still need more wood. Ain't there some more in here? No. The game is telling me no. It's broken and dangerous. W. Westbury. He had the stare of a broken man and lost soul. So that's William, I'm guessing. Whose gravestone is outside. That is your warning sign to run. Why are we still here? The game would have already ended for me. I would already be at the police station, crying my eyes out. William Vesper's diary expert, number 9, May 11, 1928. It has been a year already since Sarah died of pneumonia. That's not good. A few months after Winterstone became disabled. Winterstone sounds like some type of Game of Thrones. I don't watch Game of Thrones. Became disabled following his heart attack. They were my only friends. Today the house is empty, like every day, filled only with my own echoes and these things I don't want to hear anymore. I miss father so much. I still see him playing by my side. I see him put his hands on the piano keys, humming as he was playing music. I think about leaving, but then I wonder, what would that change anyway? Night is everywhere. She would find me. First I have to make my big plan come true. I learned how to live again. I suggest Hilton's wonderful you, and I realize I never had anyone to play it with. This is what I need. Some company, a companion. The city is so close, I guess it is time to leave. They have electricity and light there. So we got 2 diaries going on. We got Margaret's diary, and come on now. So we got Margaret's diary and got William's diary. I am going to confuse the two. It's fine. Do a report from the other side. Do I have to go down that hallway that the ghost was chasing me down? See, I don't understand this dude's logic. You was in a car accident, and you could barely walk like a couple seconds ago. And now you want to play friends with Casper the Ghost. I don't understand. I reread this. Oh no. See, she don't like me going through that hallway. She don't like me going through that hallway. See? See what happens? So I cannot go through that hallway at all. Unless I do like a basketball move and like try to switch her up and go around her, but no, that's not happening. 'Cause I'm scared. Are there just unlimited? Oh, okay, I see at the top right the number of. I keep wanting to call them cigarettes. Not cigarettes, they're matches.
locked. Of course. And no way to know what was waiting behind it.
How do I... Oh, there's more wood. There you go. Felt like I couldn't. Come on now. It's right there. A lot of good stuff for once to find. I'm just running now. I'm running. Okay, so stuff re-triggers.
Actually, she didn't even seem to see me. She was waiting for something. But what?
Oh, she feels it. Okay. So this is where the puzzle aspect of things come in. William Vesper's diary, excerpt number 12, February 6, 1932. Of all the bars I visited, the Smoke and Mirrors appears to have been especially tailored for me. People there are quiet, melancholic, even. They stagnate in the swirling smoke of their cigarettes. So Smoke and Mirrors are cigarettes. They're a multi-produce company. So they do matches, they do cigarettes, and bars, and alcohol. I like this company. No, I don't like this company. Like convicts, desperate victims that were pushed like this by crisis. But even if the bar is an elegant place, they are not driven away. They respect their right to oblivion. It's a place where they can disappear. I found myself a corner from which I can watch their comings and goings till I am carried to the abyss by my own whiskey. Every time I am caught again by the band, such good musicians. The music is like a terror that time stretches a slow jazz, steady and reserved. It's the music of their time, the music of those who fell on the wayside. Someone told me about a singer who just got hired. Well, I don't think the band needs that, but we will see. We will see. Oh, see, this is messing me up. This camera. Look on the table, see what's on the table. Real microphone. Phone on the table. That's confusing me. Why is there a microphone on the dinner table? Like, you getting up on the table where everybody eat. You just put your hand, your little feet and stuff on the dinner table while people trying to eat. I'm not going down that hallway. If you think that's what I'm doing. that was enough. Really? Selena Smoke and Mirrors. Jazz music from Norway. Norwegian. Is that Norwegian girl. Touching that disc was warm and comforting. I felt an urge to listen to it. Oh yeah, put it on, man. From Selena to William, Excerpt number 2 in September 1934 during a concert at the Red Bay. Meet Jim Erzberger. A producer whose label Two Roses is becoming prominent. Erzberger. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Two are brothers. After the show, he tells me I have a marvelous voice and that my Norwegian accent brings something unique to them. There's enough to get the attention of amateurs and curious listeners, and I have to admit Norwegian jazz singles are not that many, but I can really believe he would hire us. But he does! He suggests we name the band Selena and the Frozen Sons. Frozen Sons. Over there was something about the sun. I don't know. I am to be paid for singing. Everything looks so simple. Dad used to say that anything can grow in California. I feel like a flower finding its way through the snow. My parents are not happy for me. I think they are homesick. I am 22. Life is an adventure, and I don't know much about life. I know nothing of pain. For example, everything changes. Yeah, some parents just need to let they little butterfly fly away. Then again, I understand everything. Yo, get that bottle. Yo, you need that bottle, man. Bro, get that bottle. Lipstick. Crucifix. Astronomy books. That is not a checklist you want to have. Oh, put on the gramophone. Put on the gramophone. Is the ghost gonna start singing? Wait. Its mere presence gave me hope. And the ghost gonna start singing now.
Takes eternity to decide.
So I guess we're friends with the ghost now.
To fall back on.
Sounds like Lord.
But he won't tell now. No, he won't tell now.
Is Lord Norwegian?
It was her. That girl from the jazz record.
Jazz record.
Selena Sandvik. The key she left me was an invitation. Was she trying to help me? Or was I heading towards even more troubles?
She later became known as Catwoman.
I had to focus. Surviving is a full-time job. Not the kind of job you can afford to lose.
Well, you must not be getting paid enough, cause I would have been out the window a long time ago, and I would have became rich if you want to become like a new job. Like your job is a full-time job. And get out the window! Windows. He's like door, like where? Behind you. Where? Should I escape? Yes. Window behind you. Oh, I can't stand stupid people. So I'm gonna be glad when you die, because I am feeling no connection right now. There's a key on the table that she dropped. How can a ghost drop a freaking key? That's what you have to ask. yourself. It wasn't pretty. Use the key. Use the key. Use the key. Okay, so I'm in the same place. Maybe I could go outside. Oh, the library! The library. Oh, I love how the matches stay there. You can come back to them later. Note to self, the shadows avoid the electric light. Tonight one of the mother shadows caught me as I was walking inside the library. How can you be calm about that? The same day I had someone fix the electrical wiring which had been out of service for years. In panic I switched on the light. The shadow vanished from the screen. Electric light kills them. Well, that's a good hint. Electric light. So not these little wimpy matches that you got. Moon, I would have you to her like that. What is up with that view?